notes uh, from other countries.
We got here a comment from Gen X. We need more visual help. Go through a whole setup. We'll convert it. That's good stuff. All right, I guess we don't have any more questions, right? It's gonna get interesting. So, for those of you who are not subscribed yet, right? Please do so. Subscribe to Twitch with the Amazon Prime. It's free. And yeah, we're not talking pesos tonight, but we can. As I said, we go live again next Tuesday. Creator Field podcast, and we talk about content planning versus content production. So it's going to be very interesting. And inside the Creator Toolkit next week, next Thursday, right? Here in Twitch. So just stay put. Because I can't wait.
We're talking rupees too.
Rupees too, yeah. Might as well. Thank you, Scott. CreatorField.app. Yeah, peso. Okay, I'll stay out. And off to the moon. Yeah, that's it. That's it for tonight. Thank you very much for putting up with my behavior tonight. That was
Hila was drunk. He just doesn't want to admit it. It's fine.
Yeah,
We
it's
love
fine.
him anyway.
It's
Fuck
okay.
the tech.
Fuck the tech. Everything. We have fun. This is a very important topic. But I appreciate everybody. Thank you. And we will meet you with some colorful story. See the commercial torture?
I'm a professional. I was talking to you guys, Scott. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. But now I'm like, it's fuck the tech, embrace the fuck. Let's go. That's Nova Charter. That's Nova Charter right there. He's on Twitch. One of the new members of the guild. I'll tell you the story of Nova Charter. I came across anybody watch I know Nail probably knows this, but he's not here. Hardcore Pawn. Hardcore Pawn. It's a pawn shop show, just like Pawn Stars. Well, this is not Nova. The story is, I got on Twitch and I saw a guy while browsing, just chatting, that looked like a guy I work with. And this guy is Bobby Yannick or Bobby Janik. So I just, he had a chill stream, so I just kind of popped in and, I kind of became a regular on there for a few weeks. Nova is also a regular on Bobby Yannick's stream. In fact, Bobby Yannick is in there right now. But they're really friendly bunch of folks, right? So, he found out I was streaming, so Nova shows up in my streams. And, hey, Alan. And I found out that Nova does a podcast, a Star Trek podcast called Starfleet Escape Pod. He's a huge Star Trek fan. And so, yeah, that's kind of how we met, through another stream that we both frequent. And, yeah. What's up, Elo? So, yeah, there you have it. Say what? I love the show. Probably need a notepad to take that. I'm not gonna talk in the chat, in the voice chat on Guild at the moment. That way you guys can converse. Anyway, that's Nova. It's Thursday. It's payday tomorrow. I'm ready for the weekend. I've been tired a lot lately. I don't know why. Kevin Michael. Joe Dr. Energy. Hey, that's right. Pay me. That's I call it. It's Thursday. Payday for us is actually on Friday, but it's like one of those pending things, right? Where you see it in your bank account the night before. And so I always say that's my payday, because I know I can then spend the money that's in my account, because I know I have more money the next day. And if you missed the Creators Guild, stream, you missed a good one. They were talking about new Facebook Creator Studio. A lot of information in that stream. So make sure you check out the if they do a replay. I don't know if they're going to do a replay on the on Twitch. So I've been looking for this a screen cap program. Thanks, Dr. Elo, for finding me a but I don't want to say budget. It's just, you know, you can either go free and it doesn't do what you want, or you can go $300 and get a lot of bells and whistles you don't need. But this one was like $20 for a year subscription. Screencast-O-Matic. What's up, Dr. Elo? Dr. Elo turned me out of this Screencast-O-Matic. And so I'm using it in this quick tip I've been trying to finish for like a week now. Let me pull that up. Trying to find the standard production. Maybe that'll do it. I don't want that one. I don't need you. Bi-panel. So, because I want to be able to record OBS without, but I can't record OBS with OBS. So I tried several of these low-cost ones, and they either didn't do like 60 frames per second, or they gave you a watermark. Vimeo has one, but the audio lag sucked on it. And I like Camtasia because I was watching Nick Niman's YouTube video on how to, you know, make your kind of screencasts or screen captures more dynamic, and it was great. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. There you go. There's a word for you, Elo. Phenomenal. I learned a lot from that, but I didn't want to pay like $300. So I asked in the guild, and Elo said, "Hey, try this Screencast-O-Matic." Let me find the actual website. Yeah, Screencast-O-Matic. I got the deluxe plan. And that's for a year. It's like $20 for a year. It's got a video editor and some other stuff with it, but all I needed to do was be able to record. I just needed to record my voice and what was going on, and you know, OBS. That was it. Just a little something. So I haven't tried out all the bells and whistles, but I did. I did record. Was able to record a little bit of what I was wanting to do for this quick tip. So here, I'll play that. It's really affordable. And it gave me decent results. I mean, so I just did this earlier. It captures the audio good. So yeah, it did a really good job, and so I'll probably, I mean, it's for $20 for a year subscription. It's a really, really, really good bargain. Once I start really getting into these, and if I need something more, maybe I'll go to Camtasia, but I really shouldn't need it because being an After Effects, user, I can pull it stuff into After Effects and do the same thing. It's Camtasia just makes it easier because it's all packaged together. So yeah, I just need to finish up this damn quick tip video and get this up there for everybody. And plus, I got one other one about how to organize YouTube playlists and stuff like that. But I'm digging Epidemic Sound these days. I mean that Stream Beats was getting a little old, and so I've got Epidemic Sound going. And man, it's got some really freaking awesome tracks in it, and sound effects that I need to work on getting. Better save that before I close it, because nothing like losing an hour's worth of work. So I'm almost done with Midwest Merchandisers, the stuff I was going to do for them. Using art boards that amazed Kevin the other day. This is taking forever to open. Oh, I got a great story. I got a great story before I get back into that. Tech folks, right? We got tech folks in here. I might have a line on a really, really, really good camera. Maybe. Black magic. This is the camera we use at work. Or, yeah, we got two of these. And one of them for the past several months has just been sitting there because apparently our engineering folks, there's an issue with the screen. Which it's a touch screen. It's supposed to control everything. But all of that works, right? All of that, everything works on the camera. Just the screen, the little viewfinder screen, gets this weird pattern on it, and you can't see the picture. It's an older camera, so they called Black Magic and they said, yeah, we don't, since we're not making that camera anymore, we don't support it. Everything on the camera functions. I put a lens on it. You could see that there's a picture. All I got to do is bypass the little screen for viewing, right? And I'll have it like a, well, it's $3,000 here. I don't know why I'm whispering. Because I don't want nobody else to know about it at work. I probably shouldn't even be talking about this while I'm streaming. But that's what I'm saying. I'm fucking the tech by getting a camera that they don't want anymore that actually still works. That's a cinematic camera for free. Who knows? I don't know. My boss hasn't said yay or nay yet, so it's a pipe dream at this point. But it's a camera that they're eventually going to throw away because they can't seem to get it to work. When I know it does work, you just can't see the picture of the viewfinder. But anyway, there you go. It's free. Shower time for Elo. I'm psychic if anybody did. Yeah. Free. Love the, yeah. Loving the free tech. Oh, kid's still in the shower. Should know it's dad's shower time. So we got some start screen, be right back screen, and ending screen. We got kind of a full cam screen with a bug, full cam screen with the chat. We have a excuse me, good Lord, I'm terrible. Got a little rascal. They're little rascals. They never change neither. They grow up to be big rascals. Big rascals that have that same deer in the headlight look. When you say, "What are you doing?" Whoa, who, me? That's the look I get. And so let's finish up the damn call to actions. I can finish up his call to actions. Pretty sure I can. Let's see. The first one's going to be buy me a coffee. That's the buy me a coffee one. Gotta grab his text. And this is a good example of just a really simple overlay. No frills. He doesn't need a lot of double cam boxes or anything. Just one picture in picture. Which I should go ahead and turn off all these. That lets me know that those are ready. Those are done. Ready to go. What do we want to say? Support the channel. The usual fare, right? You know, if you like the content, consider buying me a coffee. Coffee. Try to make that a little bigger, so it's readable. Yeah, there we go. PMAC CTA. What size was this? I want to make it the same size. So that point size was 136.6. Why don't we round that up to 137? Oh, I didn't want to do that. What's up, Andrew? What is going on? Welcome to the stream. Trying to finish up some the ongoing Midwest Merchandiser project. All right. We want to do the same thing down here. I want to make that 137 point size. 7. Enter. Who? What's who working on? Me? Same thing I'm always working on. Call to actions. Kevin, how's the film projects? I see a few other comments that have been popping up in my my notifications. Are we any closer? What do I want to say? We want to say something about the we say connect with us, but for more information, what do we want to say? I was never a good copywriter. Wordsmith. It's a call to action, so we want to call them to some sort of action, right? Maybe that's what we'll put. We'll put like, thanks for supporting small businesses. Oh, that's a lot of text. Thanks for supporting small business. Follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Links to all our social media platforms can be found at come back here. Go, get back into place. Now. There we go. I think that's about it. Other than what? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There's Buy Me a Coffee, the eBay Store and YouTube channel. Maybe that's okay. That's okay. Oh. Happened. Thank you for supporting a small business. Follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Oh, yeah. All right, that's good. I like that. I like that better. All right, thank you. And then check them out at their web store or their website. I think I'll do one other one for them. Don't forget to subscribe Thumbs it up. Hit the bell. Ooh. All right, so we got at least a set of 3. Let's do one more. We're gonna do one more. One of the most important ones. Let's name these. Always name your layers. Always name your artboards. That's the website CTA. It is terrible. I'm terrible. Squirrel. Oh my God, I'm falling asleep on stream. I can't believe you guys aren't harassing me more. Yes, let me bring you on. All right.
Kevin's about to type this as well.
Here we go.
Hey, everybody.
This is Grim bringing on several co-hosts here. We have Joseph Clough, Mr. Kevin
Hello
Michael Reed, and Scott Allison, and someone new to the stream, Stephanie, Outdoor Dog. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
So I see they're posting links to like Jennifer's stuff and then your YouTube channel. Are you a dog trainer?
I am. I have been training dogs for about 16 years now.
I myself was a former law enforcement canine handler.
That is so cool. It's definitely a different world when you're working with actual working dogs. I have not worked with any canine police officers, but I have worked a lot with service dogs. So it's really cool.
That's something I considered getting into, doing working with service dogs. My girlfriend would love to have a house full of dogs. The other thing is I had possibly entertained the idea of starting I guess what you would call a retired military working dog foster program, or be a foster for retired working dogs.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and there's definitely a need for that.
So when they retire,
Yes, and because they can't. Well, I mean, back in the old days, it's sad to say. I mean, it was euthanasia. So now with they're more humane with the dogs. So they do their best to place them with either former military canine handlers or other people who have worked with these types of dogs before.
so Grim, when you were the dog handler, how close can you be with the dog? when like building relationships when it comes to a dog handler or whatever you'd call that dog, I don't know, what would you call it, the employee?
The handler working dog relationship. I mean, you do build a pretty good bond because you're with the dog every day, just like it would be your house dog. Your family pet. The difference is like in the military, the dogs were kept at a kennel, and so you would put them up every night and then go to your own home, and then come back the next day for work to pick them up. Civilian canine handlers, they do it different. Most of the time, a majority of the time, the dog actually goes home with you every day.
Would this be like the police?
Yes. Civilian law enforcement, yeah, police. And
why didn't they do that? Why do military dogs have to go to a kennel?
well, one thing you got to understand is most people in the military are single and they live in the barracks.
That is so true. So I was actually in the Navy, and I was stationed overseas, and we had a kennel for our dogs, and it was exactly that. Most of the people who were handlers of the dogs lived in the barracks. So
Correct, and thank you for your service.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you both.
Yeah, I was
Absolutely.
in the Air Force. I did a tour in the Philippines, 2 years in the Philippines, 2 years at Whiteman Air Force Base, and about 6 months in the Sandbox, Saudi Arabia during Desert Storm.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you for your service too.
It was my honor. But yeah, that's mainly why they would keep them at the kennels, because you just nobody wants a dog running around the barracks, especially one of
Well,
those.
I might have liked the dog running around the barracks.
Well, sure.
I might have enjoyed that. But
Maybe if it was like not a if it was just a detector dog, but you didn't want one of the patrol dogs or sentry dogs.
that is true. Absolutely.
I have stories of I was a patrol dog handler in the Philippines for 2 years. I had a huge Belgian Malinois while I was there. When I changed duty stations from the Philippines back stateside to Whiteman Air Force Base, I went through detector dog training, where there used to be two separate programs. You'd had bomb dogs and you had narcotics detector dogs. They combined those programs, so it's just detector dogs, because basically what would happen is that they decided, if you train the dogs like they're all bomb dogs, then those sneaky drug dealers who like to booby trap their stuff with bombs, won't blow us up. Because there used to be two types of alerts. You'd have aggressive alerts and you'd have passive alerts. And the passive alert is when the dog sits, and aggressive alert is when the dog would scratch at the location of the narcotics. But the drug dealers would start booby trapping their stuff and do something that would harm dogs. So it all became detector dog training, and they trained like everything was an explosive. So that's the training I went through, and I got this little Belgian Malinois, this very cute looking dog, right? Not so much. I went into the billeting, and they had good coffee there, so I'd go in and visit and get me a cup of coffee, and I would sit in the lobby, and I'd have my dog there, and this one lady came in the lobby, and she was like, "Oh, what a sweet dog." I said, "Man, this is a military working dog. You need to stay back." "Oh, but she's so cute." And she started walking up, and Tanya was her name. She she would not give you any indication that she was going to pounce on you. She would just look at you and wait. And just wait for you to get close enough. And if you got within a certain distance, she would just, start snapping. And yeah, that lady was not, she was not happy. Even after I told her, I said, ma'am, you need to stay back. This dog will bite you. But anyway, yes, Belgian Malinois. They call them red dogs. They have a different stance than a German Shepherd, and their coat is usually kind of brownish rust color. They'll have black on their ears and muzzle, and fringe on the tail. Scott.
And they are some high drivey dogs.
Oh my God. I mean, I had one as, after I got out of the military, I actually got one from a guy in Ohio who had bought a couple to breed because he thought he was going to sell them to police departments. So I got me one, and yeah, I mean, they're working breeds, and they are athletic as all get out. And if, you got to work them, or they will tear shit up.
So while you've been going live, Grim, we're just talking about communication, between humans. And I was saying that only 7% is words and 93% is physiology and tonality when it comes to communication. And Stephanie obviously was well, of course, when you're approaching a dog and walking with a dog, it's the cues that you give. When you're working with a dog who is walking, are you able to really pick up their physiology, or are they able to pick up yours as well?
Yes. You could teach a dog a lot of commands through just nonverbal cues with your body,
a little look to the left and
yeah. But they will also just pick up just your intentions, even when you don't think you're broadcasting them. They're very perceptive.
And even for the villains in this case, are they able to pick up those nonverbal cues of someone who is feeling they want to hurt someone, or they're trying to sabotage, terrorize, and are they able to pick that up?
Oh yeah, I mean, because they're keen on that stuff. I mean, they of course, when you're training with these dogs, you're training them to watch, to watch who you tell them to watch, and they will just kind of, just key in on them, and then you're giving them the commands you need to, stand still, put your hands behind your head or whatever. And they are watching for any movement, any aggressive movement, especially if it's towards the handler.
I will say to kind of second that in a way, we at the place that I work, we work with service dogs, and we place dogs in facilities. So we might place a dog in a courthouse to help kids. Or people kind of deal with the situations that they're in court for, or we also have some dogs in schools to help kids kind of calm down or deal with stressful situations. And those dogs are really great about telling who needs help and kind of when. And some of them are very sensitive to how the people are feeling and can play off of it. And I'm not 100% sure how they do it, but they definitely do it.
It's amazing. It's amazing what service dogs can do, how they can help their handler, their owners. Being able to, there are dogs that can kind of sense when people are going to have like a seizure and then go into action of, maybe even grabbing a pillow or something, or laying across them while they're on the floor, so that while they're having their seizure, they don't flop around, or going, to find, somebody else in the house to let them know, hey, this person needs help. I mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
the dogs are just amazing animals, and you could train them to do just all kinds of things that the utility wise. And
even with like, oh sorry, Graham.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, even like low blood sugar for like diabetics, they can
Yes.
sense when someone's
Yes.
going into a.
Yeah, they've said that they're training dogs now to detect COVID,
Yeah.
It can happen.
and they can do so in like less than a couple seconds. That's crazy.
Yeah, so if you guys are ever interested, Penn Vet Working Dog Center is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and they do a lot of that type of studies and things like that, and they're working with some dogs to detect COVID. They're working on the dogs to detect some cancers and all sorts of stuff. They also do some working dogs for detection work, I believe, but they also do some search and rescue stuff. And they do a lot of studies on those types of things. Super cool stuff.
They're amazing creatures for sure. I watched a video. I don't know like how profound this effect would be, but the person was on the floor as if he had a heart attack, and the dog was jumping on the chest of the person to try to make his heart go. I know it sounds weird, but the video was all about that.
No, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all.
They certainly do amazing things.
So are you more awake now, Grim?
I'm a little bit more awake. Yeah. Good conversation tends to
And
wake me up a little bit.
Yeah, and we didn't have to give you any shit to do it. We just had conversation.
I love it when everybody gives me shit, though. It's always fun. That means,
Hey, Grim,
there we go. Here
are
we
you
go.
working?
No,
Yeah, what are
well,
you working on, Grim?
I was working. I'm kind of finished at the moment with at least what I was doing for Midwest.
I was trying to work, but then I got distracted by the conversation and I gave up.
Oh yeah. That's when we get all together and start talking, especially when we get on stream. It just work goes out the window. But I'm notorious. I'm no longer in law enforcement, or I've been a graphic designer for 20 plus years now. A motion graphic artist for a TV station for the last 9 years as of June 7th. A fledgling content creator like most of us here. Well, not most of us. I mean, Joseph's OG content creator. Scott, KMR, Kevin here. We're all on this journey of doing content. Although Kevin, he's great at just kind of coming in and making sure that I'm not working.
I create content. I'm just not on camera.
No, and like Kevin and I are in similar kind of industries where we do broadcast content.
But Kevin, you have 2 new cameras on the way, and I presume at least one of those is going to be looking at yourself.
Well, I actually did install it. Remember when we were watching David stream the other day and I did my review?
Oh,
stream?
yes. And I was reviewing the stream. And Grim was reviewing me.
It's a great moment in guild history right there.
It really was. So yeah, I have two C922s that I'm going to use for behind the scenes stuff. I don't know if I'm going to create any content other than that yet, but we'll see.
What software are you using to set up the C922? The Logitech.
I'm bringing it into vMix.
Sorry.
I'm bringing it into vMix.
Right, but they are notorious for not keeping their settings.
Yep. So I'm doing all the color correction directly in vMix. So vMix will hold them settings. So I'm not depending on the Logitech software.
Okay. Because I've got a C922 and it, I'll go in through OBS and I'll set it up, and then the next time I fire it up, it's like the settings are all just foobarred. But what I did discover is that the Logitech Capture program, you can fire that up, do all your settings, and save it as a preset in Capture. And you just got to fire that up before you fire up OBS, and it initializes all the settings so that they stay consistent.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure I want any more software running on that system.
Right.
Especially, when I'm running like 8 or 12 cameras into it, plus the 2 Logitechs.
Hey, Scott. We'll see you later, Scott. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm bringing all of the cameras into one system, and then the 922s and my headset microphone and the audio from the crew, I'm sending over to another system via NDI to do my behind the scenes stream.
I've got 3 computers now in this room. So at some point, I'm going to try to do the 2 PC stream so that my one work computer sends it all over to the stream PC. That way it splits the load, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you're taking a lot of your power, especially when you're doing After Effects. You're taking a lot of your computer power and giving it to the stream instead of to After Effects.
And I mean, God, I have like Photoshop. I've got Bridge open. I've got my browser. I've got with my music running, my Wavelength. I've got the OBS software, and then I've got Gilded open. Plus my font manager, all on the one PC.
Well, you got a i9 10900?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be able to handle it.
So far, everything I've thrown at it, it does a good job.
I've put in my system with the i9 and a 2080 Ti, I've put 3 Blackmagic 8-channel capture cards in it and filled it up, and it can handle that.
Wow.
But I don't chance running any other software. I run vMix, and that's all.
Right. Yeah, I've got, I don't even have my C922 hooked up at the moment. Just my one Sony A5100 and the Elgato HD S Plus, I believe.
You should plug in the C922 and point it down from your monitor to your keyboard, and then people can see your keyboard strokes.
Well, one of the things that's a good idea for my design streams. One of the things I wanted to do with the kid, she wants to play this card game. We played it before. Probably nobody's heard of it. The Binding of Isaac.
I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, that's well. It at first it's an independent computer game. Cy would know what it was. But they came out with a card game for it, and we got the card game, and you know it's kind of like one of those Magic the Gathering kind of, you know, just weird card games.
Ooh, sign me up.
Well, she wants to be able to
Hell's
do.
hell.
She wants to be able to do a play on stream, do a stream, playing it, and so I was thinking, well, that'd be a 3-camera setup, you know, an overhead cam of the table, and then you know a cam for her face and a cam for my face. So yeah, I'd love to get like a
Yeah, at minimum.
I would love to get a what do they call those? You know, the rigging.
Oh, like truss?
Yes, the truss.
You are tired.
I am tired. I am. I was keep meaning to ask how much David's cost that he has.
David's got some good truss, and I remember him saying that he got a really good deal on it. But you can find it on Amazon for a couple hundred.
I really don't need a truss like that. If I could probably get one of those like tension rods that, you know, it just has to be long. What she said.
Yeah, you can do it with
Tension rod is not going to support any kind of weight for extended time.
Well, it's not necessarily a tension rod. I'm trying to think. I've seen some photographer studios where they don't have a full truss, but it's a rod that they install, you know, mount to be able to, you know, put camera mounts on or
Yeah,
light.
it's only a C920, right? So that's like nothing in weight.
Right, but I would want to maybe mount my lights, some other lights on it too.
Yeah, you can probably do it with a couple auto poles and a crossbar and studio clamps on the crossbar. You can probably hold 20 kilograms or something on it.
Andrew says
Sorry.
Varipole, which I think that's one of the things I looked at.
Yeah, Varipole's the other brand.
KMR, you fucking traitor. Using metric system here in America. What the hell?
I've been here for 6 years, and now like I don't even use Fahrenheit anymore because I don't know what is hot and what is cold anymore.
I'm the same, but the other way around though.
So when I tell you it's 13 degrees, actually it's 15 degrees right now.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'm okay with that. I'm like, oh, I might need a jumper. No, maybe a light coat.
A jumper.
Yeah, a jumper.
Fucking Brit, my god.
Hey, no swearing on Grim stream.
Why not?
Is he streaming to Facebook?
And he's on YouTube right now. We're live. Do you not read the chat?
I read the chat in the warning. I just don't give a shit.
I don't know. That's on here all the time. I think it's only Facebook that we got to really worry about it. Because I do
And
have this
Amazon.
stuff marked as, you know, not for kids.
Yeah, I think kids would get quite bored, Grim.
So yes, okay. So Stephanie's an OG content creator here, right? I'm looking at your YouTube page, your YouTube channel, and you've got quite a bit of content. So to me, that's an OG content creator.
Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
great compliment.
Consistent color scheme for everything, so that's definitely thumbs up.
Thank you. You
Did
can
we tell you
definitely-
Grim's a designer?
Yes. I figured that one out.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
I
wait.
just realized who Outdoor Dog was. I'm giving Joseph hell.
Twin.
It was
we're-
funny when I...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say when I first started out on YouTube, the only reason I kept colors the same was because I was lazy. But then it turns out it was not a bad thing.
Oh no, not at all. And we're twinsies and subscribers.
And congratulations on your 50 Grim, and therefore Stephanie too.
I've got 51 now, and Stephanie has 51.
Correct.
Thank you.
We need 49 more now. I think. Or how many do we need to get to the custom URL?
I think it's 100, isn't it?
I think so. Plus 4,000
Yeah,
watch
it's
hours.
Yeah, you need 4,000 watch hours and 100 subscribers or some shit like that. Like the barrier to entry for that's kind of stupid.
All right, Stephanie just got 52. So now she's beating me in subscribers.
Kevin, do you see the meme I posted about you?
About me?
Where?
General chat. Scroll up above Danny's picture of shit blowing up in Puerto Rico.
About the dude.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Come on. Everybody's got to start taking Doge. Now, Grim, if you were monetized because I said Doge, you would become a financial channel, and then your CPM would go up.
True story.
Because financial channels get like much better CPM.
Okay. All right. But then I'd have to keep saying stuff like, I'm not a financial advisor.
Exactly. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way.
You could do like design for financial advisors, though.
I do design for financial advisors.
There we go. Just keep mentioning this is a financial advisor. Design.
I am a designer for one of the maybe I don't know if it's one of the top morning investment shows. And
morning investment and morning.
Well, even he says I am not a financial advisor.
This is true.
Legally, you have to.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I
Financial
think even
claims.
if you're a financial advisor, you say, I'm not a financial advisor.
So that's kind of like saying, hey, I'm not hey, do this design stuff, but I'm not a design advisor.
Well, I guess it's about the income claims, though, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
True. I mean, definitely, if you take my design advice, you're not going to get much income.
I wonder if that's also, they have to pay you to be their financial advisor.
Yes.
Before you
but-
be their financial advisor. It's like, I'm not your doctor. I can't give you advice.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I guess.
That's the problem with Sue Crazy America.
I don't know. I am a carpenter, so I tell you how to do shit. You better take my advice because I've been doing it for too damn long.
I'm in carpenter. I'm doing it right, but I'm not giving you advice how to do it.
There are certain things that, like, I can't tell homeowners how to do, like, just legally from a legal standpoint. Like how to properly jack up a house and, you know, tear out walls and things like that. Like those things, because insurance companies would hammer me. Not so much like personal homeowners or anything like that, but insurance companies could come after me.
They would bend the shit out of your nail.
Yeah, they would.
This moment of silence is brought to you by
Dogecoin, Doge to the moon.
We can make you rich.
Damn it, Kevin.
I mean,
Financial advisor.
I sort of am kicking myself. I don't know. I was able to save up a nice chunk of change for my kid for college, and now I wish I would have invested a little bit of that into something.
The only good investment, I mean, even if it was like 5-10 years ago, looking at the way things are now and everything like that, the only thing that should have been bought heavily is Bitcoin.
Possibly.
I mean, look at a lot of the stocks and everything. Like AMC and fucking GameStop are meme stocks right now. Like everybody's trying to push them just to fuck the market up. Like
That's the big thing at work right now. One of my coworkers is like, he's all into the AMC shit, and I'm like, the movie theater? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, are you too late for that now?
Yeah,
Probably.
you needed to be in it before.
yeah, it's one of those things that they're pushing to fuck the market up like they did with the GameStop
Right.
stocks, because the market is so damn unstable right now. Like they're pushing it so that they can turn around, sell it, tank it, buy it again, do it again, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, anybody getting in now is going to lose their money.
And a lot of it all at once.
Yeah, a lot of it. 10 tips for kayaking with your dog. That's intriguing me because I keep thinking I want to buy a kayak.
It is a whole lot of fun. I will say my dog likes to jump out of the kayak, but it's still a lot of fun.
I took my dog on a kayak. He had his little life vest on, and he still tried to sink. He wasn't going like horizontal. He was just going down vertical.
Maybe he
I
wanted to
must
catch the
say,
fishes.
I've never had that happen. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's a fisher dog.
I'd want to make it a real challenge though and go kayaking with a Newfoundland.
Might need a ship.
Dude, I loved my Newfoundland. He was amazing. I had him as a kid, like all through high school and everything. He's one of the best damn dogs.
Yeah, I
His name
was.
was-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Outdoor Dog, subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for that.
You're quite welcome, sir.
Made it to 51. 53.
53. I missed a sub somewhere. I'll have to pull up the Stream Elements launchpad.
Stream Elements is the one that looks good, right? And Stream Labs is the one that looks like shit.
Yes.
I can't stand it. But Stream Elements doesn't take in multiple platforms.
Yes, it does.
Correct.
Oh, okay. But Stream Elements is not a stream software.
No, it's just the notifications.
Right.
Streamlabs is the one that looks like they just let a kindergarten finger paint everything.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Even when you upload your own GIF, however you guys say it, it still makes it look like shit.
Yeah. But it does have a mobile app that allows you to go live from your phone and get all the nifty shit.
True. What was that flashing light, Grim?
A flashing light. Where? Is there a flashing
Did
light?
anybody else see that flashing light over Grim's head?
No, I'm not watching his stream. I'm just here in the chat.
Can't hear you talking, Grim.
I'm not saying it's
What light?
Oh, that was the flashing light. It was your computer.
Yeah, it's I've got a big TV screen that's like right up here that I usually game on, but not anymore. But now I use it to, like, if I'm gonna watch other YouTube channels, I put it up there. So yeah, it flashes.
not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck the algorithm all up with this chat. Talking about finances.
Doge.
I'm trying to look at the Stream Elements ground control, because that shows me who who followed me on Twitch. There's got to be one for the YouTube, for YouTube to be able to keep track of that. The pop-out window from the activity feed. I don't want to connect with Twitch. I want to connect with YouTube.
You have no stream activity.
Certainly there's somewhere. I think I've reached the end of my playlist.
We can't hear it anyway. I should really think about going to sleep.
I was about to say.
Yeah, it's like 6:30. No, 4:30.
Your math is for
4:30. 4:30.
4:30.
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
Yeah, and I have a 10 o'clock meeting.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about going to bed and it's only 11:30 here.
These
Yeah.
guys keep all the time.
It's
They
only
won't let me through.
You need to move back to America, Kevin.
It's only 10:30 here. I can't tell. I was seriously excited the other day, Kevin, when I saw you bought tickets. I was like, he bought tickets. They got to be plane tickets. No.
What was it? Theater tickets.
Theater tickets.
Yes.
Theater.
I haven't been to the theater since March 11th last year.
I'm not going to lie. I was quite disappointed, but I am glad because I know how much, every time we would talk to you, you'd be like, everything's locked up. I can't go to the bars. There's no put. And I'd be like, God damn, it's miserable over there. Somebody let that man go somewhere.
By the way, the pub's open, but you have to drink outside.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I was about to say that's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I was going to bring up a Bill Cosby reference, but then I remembered he's in jail for being a douchebag.
Yeah, let's not quote him anymore.
Well, bad part about it is like throughout the entire pandemic and things like that, we had a bunch of restaurants here that told our governor basically to fuck off and stayed open anyway.
Yeah.
Same in my area.
It's getting to be like right now here. I mean, nobody's wearing masks at all.
Like, the civil disobedience is really coming to a head at this point, and it's kind of crazy to watch.
Well, at this point, really only the younger people, and we're very behind the United States as far as vaccinations go. 10% of our population is fully vaccinated, and I think 50% of the population has had the first dose. But most of the people who aren't vaccinated are 20s and 30s, and those are the people who are going out to the pubs and aren't wearing masks and aren't social distancing, and the numbers are going to go up. Now, they won't die from it, but they could come across someone like me in the supermarket after they get it, and I might die from it. So it's a little annoying, but whatever. I got my second jab 2 days ago.
Well, that's the thing. You get,
Bro, you drink Jack Daniels, Kevin.
It's true, that kills everything.
Yeah, I don't think you got anything to worry about, bro. I really don't.
I always, for myself, I go, I was in the military. I've been through all kinds of swamp, disease-infested places. So I'm probably pretty immune to, several strains of Ebola.
I've had COVID twice. Zero out of 10. Do not recommend.
Kevin, what's your most favorite play or theater experience?
Very good question.
Ooh, that's a really hard one.
Othello.
Jesus Christ. I don't like old dead white guy plays.
Old dead white guy plays. I don't know, man.
Aren't they
seen
old?
Without that dead white guy, there probably wouldn't be a theater freaking, movement.
I've seen a couple of performances of Othello that were actually pretty damn good. Like, they did a killer job.
Yeah, I'm actually live streaming next week 2 Shakespeare productions. And the directors have done a really good job with them. I saw run-throughs today. But that's not the type of stuff that I like to direct. It's not really the type of stuff that I like to watch either. I'm more of a contemporary person.
Me too. I would agree.
I love spectacle, but I love something that has a social issue at its heart. Yeah. I don't know. Like I mean, like I said, I like spectacle. Like, I've seen Phantom 25 times between Broadway and the West End and Vegas and various touring productions. It's still one of my favorites, but I wouldn't say is the best piece that I've ever seen.
My favorite one was in London, and it was Woman in Black. It was a 2-man show. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's a great production.
But the fact they just did it with 2 people, but tell the story of it to make it a play within it, that's like Inception.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I honestly don't know what would be my favorite though.
Choose one.
Oh, that's impossible. Maybe the National Theatre's production of Amadeus, that the National Theatre of London, that they just brought back a couple years back, probably 4 years ago. I think that is the one that sticks with me the most. And that is just spectacle. There's no social issues attached to it, but I think it was just a beautiful production.
Not that it's a play or anything, but I did see somewhere where they are redoing James Clavell's Shogun.
Ooh, they better not fuck that up.
Even though it was like by today's standards very, long ago, I loved that miniseries with Richard Chamberlain. And I've often wondered, why have they not remade that? And now my wishes come true. Well,
becomes shipwrecked off the coast of Japan. I've never seen this. It came out in 1980. And,
yes.
I was 1 year old, but
well,
I
I'm
can
old,
see why you're.
so yeah.
You are old, yeah, Grim. No, but yeah, shipwrecked off the coast of Japan. I can see why you.
Wait, you've only got a couple of years on me, Kevin? Really?
Why, you think I'm older?
I thought you had more. I had you at like mid-40s, not early 40s.
I'm failing.
But how old are you, Kevin? Like, did you say just 41 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're early 40s, like Nell said.
I'm 39 this year. You've literally only got 2 years on me.
Yep. But I tell everyone I'm 28.
Yeah, that's how the pros do it.
I'm happy. I went to a restaurant the other night with my niece, and I got carded for alcohol. It was awesome.
You did?
Yeah.
How old is your niece?
That's a good question. I think she's 12. It's my ex-wife's niece, but she's still my niece. But
Yeah.
I'm not always that good at it. I don't even know how old my blood nieces are.
That's okay. I don't even know how old I am.
I get carded all the time here in Dublin. Like,
You don't in Dublin, surely.
in Dublin, I get carded, yeah.
People
It's-
drink in
I-
Dublin at like 8 years old.
Seriously. And the legal drinking age is 18. I do not
18.
look younger than 18.
That's crazy. I used to go to pubs in England at 16, and I never really got carded at all.
Well, yeah, I don't ever get carded anymore. I bet you it was
They
the
just-
tattoo, Joseph. That's what it was.
Maybe,
Is that
maybe.
is that a tribal tattoo? Is that a tribal?
I have tribal, Chinese, and also oh my goodness, how can I forget the ancient Indian language, Sanskrit.
That Sanskrit tattoo is badass.
Well, thank you.
The Chinese says, "Come visit my OnlyFans."
No, I'll tell you a story about one of my tattoos, if you'd like to hear.
Yeah.
We would.
So, I was 16 years old, and me and my friends went to a tattoo place.
It's got to get comfortable.
And there's all these symbols, like these Chinese symbols and everything. And I chose one symbol. I said, I like that one. And it was something really nice, like life or air or something like pretty positive. But then my friend claimed it, and he said, no, I'm going to get that one. So I chose the other one that I liked the look of. I got the tattoo. And in the end, my friend did not get the tattoo. And this is when I was 16 years old and I had my brother's driving license and I had to do a signature. And it was totally wrong, but I just said it was because I was nervous. So I actually have a tattoo on my back. And it's just one symbol. And every time I get a massage at a Chinese place, they're in shock and horror because the symbol means death.
What?
Damn.
Yeah. I was young and like 16. I was like, well, that looks cool. I'm going to take that one because I can't get that one. And in the end, my friend didn't even get the one that I actually wanted.
So here, okay. On my desktop, to the right, that says "Made in Japan." I think I might get that as a tattoo
Well, that would make sense.
because I was born in Japan, Stephanie.
Cool. I'm always afraid to get something tattooed in a different language because I'm afraid I'll get it wrong. And
Okay,
it'll say
so
something
Stephanie,
weird
there's
like
what
that.
I did. For my two of my tattoos, the one in Sanskrit and one in Chinese, I paid someone to transcribe it, and then I paid someone else to transcribe it back from that language back to English.
That's a good idea.
I just got to take my kid with me. She's a 4th year Japanese language student in high school, so
You trust your kid.
yeah, I do, because I'm a fucking parent.
I will say, if it was my dad getting a tattoo and he wanted something in like Italian or German, I'd make it all sorts of weird. Be like, no, Dad, it means something really good. I promise. But have
Exactly.
it say something about potatoes or I don't know.
There was that movie recently, the Staten Island, with the comedian from SNL, and he was like the stepson or the boy. The
Yeah.
girlfriend's son.
Yeah, I
But
think
he
I
did
know
all
what
the the weird tattoos on his back, and he like just totally trusted him.
I don't know that my kid. I don't know. She's not.
She seems to be like a good kid. To
She's
me.
a good kid. Yeah, I don't know. She would definitely not let me get something that that screwed up. But college is starting.
I don't know. Depending on who you talk to, I was considered a good kid growing up. And had my parents done anything like that, I totally would have taken the opportunity to fuck with them. So,
I was
I'm
a good
totally
kid
in
at
the same
16.
boat.
Then I guess,
I was
Steph.
just-
I was totally in the same boat. I was considered a good kid, but I would totally mess with my parents.
And I was a good kid at 16, and I got a tattoo, and it's got death on my back.
Oh, okay. It is 10:47. We can make
You
it
did
10.
it.
We can make it 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Stephanie, name 5 movies that if they come on at any point on TV or whatever the streaming service, well, TV mainly, but at any point that you'll stop and watch the rest of it. Give me 5 movies.
Oh gosh, you picked the wrong person. I'm so boring. I don't even have a TV in my house.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
Totally picked the wrong person.
All right, let's
I
find
can't
it.
even
We're
think
gonna
of
find
one off
another
the
one.
top
Yeah.
of my head.
Books.
Yeah. Oh, if I go books, it's gonna be all sciencey,
Okay.
animal training and things.
What was that one book? The monks, the dog training monks book.
You know, I'm not sure. I train a little differently than them.
But-
who is
but
it?
you've-
the monk,
Yeah,
Monks of New Speed or
something.
something.
Yes, something like that. I got
Yeah.
that book. Read through that one. That was pretty good.
The one that I go to the most for teaching is called Animal Training something or other by Ken Ramirez.
Mm.
It's a gigantic book, and it has all sorts of like learning theory and super sciencey stuff in it. It's kind of my go-to one.
I think the only other dog training book that I actually had is like, you know, the tricks my pet taught me or something like that.
I haven't read that one.
It's really just kind of a joke book, you know, how dogs actually, you know, train humans. You know.
That is true. There's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of mine are like learning theory and animal behavior and probably dry to a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I keep half the stuff I learned at K9 Tech School just leaked out my left ear. But I just know that, you know, our main form of training was just avoidance training.
Yeah, for me and for the service dog industry, not everybody in the service dog industry, but we do a lot of positive reinforcement and trigger training, which is what I kind of was come up on when I first started training. So that's kind of what I stuck with.
And that's what mainly with our family dogs, we do more positive. You know, I don't grab the choke chain anymore. It's like more of the treat training and positive reinforcement. But that,
Yeah,
you know,
I think a lot of oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, just that was just the way in MWD school and in training, it was avoidance training. You know, that you give the command, and if they you define the command, you give the command, and if they don't complete the command, you know, then they get a correction.
Yeah, I think a lot of I've noticed a lot of, not necessarily the military, but some of the police forces have started using positive reinforcement, and the CIA does. I don't know if the CIA is full positive reinforcement, but they're mostly positive reinforcement. So.
All right. So we got a couple of books there. Music.
Gosh, I listen to anything. I will listen to a lot of music. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I don't know, anything from Earth, Wind, and Fire to AC/DC to Jason Derulo. Whatever, I'll listen to just about anything.
No idea who that last one was, but that's just. What was the last concert everybody's been to? Stephanie, go.
Well, this is kind of embarrassing. So when I was a teenager, I loved the Backstreet Boys. So my sister and I went to see the Backstreet Boys a couple of years ago.
That's okay. I was a huge Duran fan in my younger days, so you know.
Yeah, we're like closet Backstreet Boys fans.
Backstreet back.
And Joseph, the last concert you've been to?
I'll be very honest. I have never been to a concert.
Okay, boys, we're gonna need to fix that.
Creators Guild field trip to a
Yeah,
concert.
for real, yo.
I've seen bands and like local bands and things like that, but never
Oh.
an actual concert of any.
Huge.
You know, there's like a lot of people. I don't
God
know.
damn, you're so
I would
missing out.
rather- So I saw Daughtry a few years back at a really small concert. It was kind of more like a local thing, and I liked it a lot better than going to a big concert.
Right. Shine Down was the last concert that I went to, and I took my kid. She liked Shine Down. All right, now.
You ready for this?
Sure.
Volbeat
For some reason, I don't know. I mean,
out at Denver
not hard to
Broncos
believe.
Stadium.
Not hard to believe. Again,
They're badass. They
I-
put on a hell of a
I'm
show.
kicking my ass for missing them the last time they came into town. I did go see Metallica in Louisville last year.
Oh, they put on a good show. You know who else puts on a really good show? They're sure, man.
Who?
I've seen them a couple of times.
I didn't hear you. You're breaking up.
Sometimes it's a good show. Other times it's absolute been to was Avenged Sevenfold and Stone Sour. Am I really? God damn it. No, one of the best concerts I've ever been to was Hollywood Undead, Avenged Sevenfold, and Stone Sour.
Avenged Sevenfold. They're another group that I would love to catch. Foo Fighters is my big band that I'd love to catch, but I just saw how much tickets were when they come near me, and yeah, it's just not going to happen. All right, Kevin.
I actually haven't been to a lot of concerts, but the last one I was at, don't laugh too much, was the Pentatonics Christmas tour in 2019.
All right.
And I saw it at Madison Square Garden.
Dude, that's awesome. Pentatonic is cool as shit. What are you talking about?
They are, I mean, like, I think they are. They're so fucking talented.
Is that the acapella? I can never say the word. That band, acapella.
Yeah. Yeah, I started watching them on, what was that show on TV about, like, acapella groups? I don't remember what it was called, but I started watching them then and have been following their career since. It's the only group from that show that I followed.
And I've only ever listened to their Christmas music too.
Interesting. They've actually had a couple, like, chart toppers that were more poppy.
Interesting. Well, I will have to check them out because, you know, I've heard of them, but not listened. I got to take care of some little housekeeping here because, you know, this is a show. And you know, if you are not part of the Creators Guild and you're lurking out there, join us at the creatorsguild.app and check out the content. Or oh, god dang it, Elo, he's contagious. Check out creatortoolkit.com, where you can join up with a bunch of us here, all content creators. You've heard from Kevin, Joseph, Nail, and Stephanie. Thank you for joining me and us tonight on my boring show and helping me to stay awake during my own show. That's pathetic.
You didn't get very much work done.
I got no work done. Well, no, I did. A little bit. But now it's time to go to sleep so I can get up for my
That is
real job.
absolutely nothing new.
What?
No work done on Grimm's streams.
It never happens. Never happens. So Andrew, who else? I don't think anybody else was in chat. But thanks for hanging out, and everybody have a good evening. Kevin, go get some sleep. Don't stay up chatting the rest of the night. You got a meeting at 10 in the morning.
5 hours I have to be awake for a meeting.
You're darn right. 5 hours. So go get some sleep. And I'll see the rest of you guys in the guild.
Thanks, Grim. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Peace
Goddamn
out, folks.
vampire.
Yep. You know.
Thank you guys. Good night.
Thanks, Steph. Bye.
Yeah.
Later, Grim.